Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel.
No plenty, you know what I'm talking about, 'cause you just get me, yeah, you so pretty. If everything is dipped in gold, then baby.
The ghosts are coming in. My Tron. So thumbnail, because I sometimes forget to do thumbnails. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Ooh, it estimates. Today is Friday, the 2nd of August, so this is officially a new month upload. I think I only managed to upload 2 long form videos in July, but July was tough. Oh, ik hoop toch weer deze loop. Welcome back to another video. If you clicked on this video the moment I uploaded, thank you very much. If you clicked on this video because of the title, oh girl, then me and you both know. Or boy, if you're new here, welcome to the family. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, love. I hope you enjoy this video. I did my, you know, when you're filming from a phone, you need a I just did my lashes. I uploaded the tutorial or how I did it. It is my first time doing the individuals. Previously had the eyelash kit, but now I ordered the ultimate kit. So yeah, your girl is learning to be her own lash tech. Periods. So the lashes is from Lash Life Classic Set 14mm. The tutorial is on my TikTok, Marsh_Bombay. We are having, please get your, have your drink, darling, because it's about to, oh yeah, that's not frozen, but it is about to be juicy. It is about to get real up in here. It was frozen. I bought this frozen margarita sachet. I think they have a strawberry daiquiri as well as a mojito and a pina colada. So I'm trying this because I had a frozen margarita at Goodfellas like a month ago, and when I tell you, it wasn't looking good. It was straight tequila, and I was like, is this how frozen margarita is supposed to taste like? Because I see the girlies be having frozen margaritas, but straight up tequila, yeah, no, that's not what I signed up for. So I have tasted it. It's still very icy. This is my reusable straw, but it's much nicer. It tastes like an actual cocktail. So please do get your drink ready, get your tea, get your coffee, get your shams, get your wine, get your beer, whiskey, brandy, whatever it is that you enjoy to drink. Sit back and enjoy this video. As you read by the title, in today's video we are going to be talking about a question that I received with the questions, my previous upload questions I got on Instagram, but there were a few that I chose to do sit down videos for, because I feel like you can't just give a 2-minute answer to these questions. So today's question is going to be about, as you read by the title, navigating friendships in our 20s. Like, what are we doing? Also, how are we doing this when people already have their people? And the girl who gave me this question, shout out to you. She is also in her late 20s. She's a year younger than me. We actually went to the same high school. She asked this question and I gave it so much thought, because it is something that I also struggle with, being a girly in her late 20s. Like I don't think I've fully navigated friendships in my 20s. Like I don't think I fully understood what we are doing, but that is why we are opening up this chat. There are people who you know have found their forever people, and I am so happy for you. There is some of us that thought we did and we lost them, and that is why we will get to break down navigating friendships in our 20s, how to grieve the people we thought we'd have in our life forever, friendship breakups just being the worst, and yeah, just basically I'll be sharing my story of how I've been navigating friendships in my 20s. Or if I might tell you, it hasn't been the easiest task. It really hasn't. Like this question said, like people already have their people, and people just have shit that they need to work through. So yeah, let's get right into this. Please sit back and enjoy, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and join the family. Let's get right into this video. I want to start this video by focusing on, you know, when you ask yourself a question, you have to go back as far as like right to the beginning. So I will start with my recollection from as young as I can remember. My sister was my first friend that I made. She is my older sibling. She's a year and a half older than I am. So she is my older sibling. Our age gap is a year and a half. And from my recollection, like that was the first friend that I made that I fought with, argued with, made up with, happy-go-lucky. And the second friends that I made in my life that I can recall are my cousins. So all of my first cousins, especially my cousins from my mother's side, that is the recollection that I have. Then we move on to kindergarten, pre-primary, primary school, different friends, because something that also that's a part of my history is relocation. So we had moved from Namibia to South Africa and then back to Namibia. So I have a lot of, actually looking back and having thought about this question, I actually think I might have suffered a lot of heartbreak from making friends and then having to leave them and never seeing them again. So I think that's one of the reasons I never had a big friendship group. I had like 2 to 3 people that I should show with at school. When I went home, my sister was my friend, my cousins were my friends. Then come now, from primary school to high school, you also transition. These friends don't go with you and you lose contact. Some of my friends from my primary school went with me to my high school. However, when you're in different classes, then people meet their people. People also, I was a very boring teenager. Like I wasn't really doing the most as a teenager, so I also couldn't relate to a lot of my friends. My mom was also very strict, and I remember grade 8 I was a little bit naughty, met klomp nonsens gestaan. But then grade 9 onwards, my mom was then a stay-at-home mom. She worked from home. She fully focused on her business. She was a dressmaker, a seamstress, a jack of all trades in my eyes, to be honest. And I literally had a friend in grade 8. One friend. We started off as 4, if I can recall. So I always had 2 to 3 people. Like, I always belonged to this cute little group. But it was always 2. You know, you always had your person. I always had my person within this group. And then in grade 10, our friendship just dissolved, basically, because we weren't in the same class anymore. And then I made friends with a girl that I'm still friends with. And she was in a different class, and that just worked. Like, I didn't have any close friends in my class from grade 10 to matric, and I was just focused on my studies. So, and then I had her that I visited on the weekend, had my sister and my cousins, and then my sister's friend also was my friend. My sister's best friend on high school level. This is actually really nice. Pause. If a margarita is supposed to taste like this, then I want a margarita. It's a little bit frozen. So yeah. Then obviously now, after high school, people also move in different directions. Some people go work, some people go study. New friends again. So this is now when you also like transition from your teens to an adult, and you have to now start making all these decisions, long-term decisions. Yeah, and then you just don't relate to some of these friends that you went to high school with, and that's okay. And that's where you start experiencing, I started experiencing friendship heartbreaks, breakups from a very young age, because of relocation, moving from school to school, moving towns. So I was just sort of like, this is just another phase in my life that I have to fully transition into. Then I started my first job after high school. Like, unexpectedly took a forced gap year, and I worked, and I made friends with my colleagues who were like 20, 30 years older than I was. But they were just, they are not really friends. And this is where I actually want to bring it in, is I've made acquaintances along the way. However, the meaning of a friendship to me, and a friend to me in my life is very, it's very deep, it's very sincere. I just don't call everyone my friend. It's someone that I know, and I'm very steadfast about this, because you can't just call everyone your friend. If this person is not going to pick up the phone when you call them in the middle of the night, if this person is not going to be able to stand by you when you go through grief in your life, when you go through loss in your life. And I think that is also one of the reasons I kind of took a step back on making new friends, was after my mom passed, because I was just like, losing someone to death that you really care about is the healing that comes with that takes years. And I was just like, I don't want to have relationships with people that and give my time, give my energy, love people that I'm going to lose. I was devastated after my mom passed away, and I was 19. I turned 20 later in the year. However, I made friends again, and there was this one friend that I started dating, and my boyfriend's friends had girlfriends, and we became acquainted with each other. And then I became close to one particular one, and we used to talk all the time, and we used to chat. And she was really not someone that I related to, but she was just on another level, and what she aspired to be was just not in my league. However, you know, sometimes you can be acquainted to people that, or become friends with people that do not think like you and don't want the same things in life that you want. And that is what I thought at the time. So I'm speaking March at that point in time, at 19, 20 years old. And when I tell you that things got sour pretty quick, because there was like, basically, long story short, one day, like, we always used to chat. She used to come to where I was staying at the time, which was Imona, and we used to catch up and chat or whatever. Horrible things happened between her and her boyfriend, and then I get this text message, and it's WhatsApp, or I can't even recall, and it was like, yeah, I think I asked her, how are you fine, just checking in. And then I get this long text message of, you're so in my business, you just want to, and I was like, how the am I in your business when we are supposed to be friends? So that also put me back like a million steps. Then I basically moved on from that, and yeah, another friendship that went into the gutter. Then I made friends at university in my first year, had a really great bond. The following year she moves to America. At least we're still in contact, I mean, still do talk, but I mean, like, America, are you serious? And like, she's married now and she has 2 babies. And I moved on from there. Then I made friends with, I got close to a girl that and her friend that stayed on the same floor in the accommodation that we stayed at Mimona, as mentioned. And we started cooking together, we went to town together, and we became really close. We started sharing a lot of like life. And then it also went sour, because like, she decided to end the friendship with me, because she had a long distance boyfriend at the time who was, I think, 5 years older than her. And my girl, I know you for this long, and this man is not visiting you, and he's a working gent. And we had our first holiday together to a town that's like 30 minutes from his town, and that whole weekend homeboy just had excuses, and I was like, girl, you need to figure out if this is what you want, because how have I not seen you in months, and I'm not willing to make a plan to drive and see you, and you're 30 minutes away. So yeah, and then there was also an instance of, it was like it was her 21st birthday party. He also didn't pitch up there, but he always used to visit her in her hometown. So I was just like, this girl or this guy is not giving my man. So fast forward, someone DMs me that I got acquainted with through my first job, and she DMs me and lets me know that I see you close with this specific girl, and I just want to let you know that I don't know how to, but have been messing with her boyfriend. And I show her the receipts, and things just go, because now she's like, yeah, you're not supportive, yada 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 yada. And she ends the friendship. Another friendship breakup that I went through. And I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna fake support. I'm not gonna not be genuine with the person I'm friends with. And if it's going to cost us our friendship, then so be it. A few years down the line, we rekindled, not rekindled, let me not say that, but we didn't talk for a while, completely walked past each other at some point in time. And then a few years back, I think 2021, 2022, or maybe even 2020, I think it was 2021. Yeah, I think there was a DM exchange, and we're not friends, but we're also like, we're over what happened in our early 20s, basically. Then, so that's another friendship that I couldn't keep. So yeah, navigating friendships is going die kar gly. Anyways, then comes, so she ended the friendship with us. However, the friend we met through her, that also was in my, that I met through, I think that's how it happened. That's how we got to know her. It's because I met him in my first year doing accounting, and then we met her. So he continued to stay friends with us, and had nothing to do with him. And then fast forward few years, it was just 2021 was a really tough year for me. And I guess it was also maybe just a tough year for him as well. But there was not enough being communicated, being shared in terms of what was happening. But he just went ghost. And given what I was going through at the time, I was just like, if you're not going to come to me and tell me what the issues are, I'm not going to take it personal. And I didn't take it personal. I was just like, you're most probably going through something you're not ready to share. And it's been 3 years later. Well, damn. But it is what it is. I moved on from that as well. One of the biggest friendship breakups had to be a long-term friend I had from, we met when I moved to Windhoek. We met on the way walking to school, on primary school, because we were not at the same primary school. And then we were at the same high school, but only became close because we were in the same class in grade 11. So, you know, like I said, friends to me were like people that I would let into my space. You know, she slept over at my house. We spent weekends together, do things together. We were just really close. So she then had a baby in 2019. She found out she's pregnant. From the moment that I found out she was pregnant up until the baby was born, even after the baby, like I was so involved, and we were like really close. 2021, same year that I was going through my lowest, I also just got a text message, very long paragraph. I can't do this anymore. The last few months have been really awkward, yada 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 yada. And I was just like, you know, when you are the friend that is the strong one, is the one that listens, you know, you can just call and I would just answer and I would listen. And, you know, is always the one that is speaking and giving advice and hearing you out, and isn't the friend that really asks a lot from you. When that friend becomes quiet, you should actually really try and figure out, yo, my girl must really be going through something, and like try to be there for that friend, and not always just wanting. You don't always have to be the friend that takes. Be there for people. Like, put your load aside and ask someone, is there anything that you're going through? How are you doing? You know, at that point in time, like, I was doing nails and I started having allergies, and that was my means of making money. I started getting allergies and I was applying to jobs and I was rejected left, right and center. It was jobs that I like anything I would send my CV. And I just thought that like my life is just going to shit. But nobody asked me, am I okay? Am I well? People just wrote me off when I was going through my darkest times in my life. And so then I was basically I had lost all my friends that I've been making my life. Not all of them. I'm still in touch with my high school bestie, which is Eldene, if you're watching this. But I lost everyone I was in touch with, like, a lot. Spend time with, like, a lot. And I met my current friends that I have that's really close to me through doing nails. Raquel, I met, shout out, I love you. Raquel, I met as a nail client. And then she referred me to her cousin, Rosine. And like she referred me to her cousin and we became close. And we became like this. And it's through Raquel that I also met Tia, that I'm also close with. Shout out if you're watching this. And yeah, that's basically all the girlfriends that I have in my life at the moment. So another friendship breakup was the one that I went through the most recently, and I feel like it's also something that I don't want to speak on yet, but it's something that affected me a lot, because this is someone I really thought would be my children's auntie. This is someone I really wanted to do life with, and I just saw another side of this person and I was like, I don't want you a part of my inner circle anymore. And it was the toughest decision I think I've made. Because I have to get up every day and I had to create a new normal in my life. And I when I tell you it was difficult, it was really difficult, but I had to. And this was also the first friendship that I ended based on months of observation, and just I was like, this can't be someone that has my back. This is not someone that cares for me as much as I thought they cared for me. So it was really difficult. I think for the first 3 to 4 months, I want to say, was really difficult. Like, it was excruciatingly painful. And now I'm just like, I'm okay, and I'm so content with the decision that I made. And if people that have ended friendships with me feel exactly the way that I do, then I am content if you're content with your decision. So going back to, like, I've forgiven I was one that used to hold on to grudges like this. But life goes on, and you meet other people that's destined to be in your life and in your circle, and you outgrow people, and people just don't relate to you anymore. Or when you're in a specific season and people decide like, I'm not gonna be a part of that season, and they leave, then they must leave. But one thing I also want to touch on is I don't have a desire to rekindle a friendship with anyone that has decided to end a friendship with me. So the reason I'm saying this is the girl I mentioned first, that was my boyfriend's friend's girlfriend at the time. A homegirl unfollowed me, blah 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 blah, you know, all the drama. And then we would see each other in public. I'll see her, she would see me, and we would walk right past each other. And this year, after like maybe 4-5 years, I was at an event and there was alcohol involved. And homegirl came up to me and was like, "Oh, how are you doing?" And I was receptive of her because I let go of whatever was going on at the time. I left it in that year. So for me, it's just like, if you decided to end a friendship with me, then you are the one that needs to come back and speak to me if you want to. The another person that my long-term friend that had the baby, that really, like, that broke me, because not only did she end her friendship with me, but she took away a child who felt like my own, whose heartbeat I heard the same time she heard it. Like, yo, people will hurt you. And yeah, she, 2 years after, two and a half years roundabout after deciding to end the friendship, I received this long DM. I remember I was still in South Africa at the time. It was after my dad's funeral, and I received this DM, and it's just apologizing, and you know, she wanting to start her new year with a clean slate, and basically, you know, realizing now how much I meant to her, how much she meant to me in my life, how much I supported her, yada 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 yada. And I was just like, it's a little too late. Like, I don't have bad blood with you. I actually never had. When she ended the friendship, she was like, there's no bad blood. Hi, no bad blood, but you block me on Facebook, you unfriend me on Facebook, you unfollow me on Instagram, even block me, you delete my number. How is that no bad blood? So homegirl just came to the realization, basically, that she lost a dime. This is really nice. If this is how margarita must taste. Oh, this is nice. Anyways, yeah, so I've had my fair share of loss and with friendships, and this is just the reality of many of us. I'm sure there's going to be so many people that are gonna relate to me, and there's so many people that are not gonna relate to me, because I see people that have friendships that are flourishing, and to be honest, I'm also one that's not really open to making new friends, which is very sad. But given the trauma that I've experienced, child, and I'm also at this point in time, if you are given the fact that people just decide that they don't want me in their life anymore as a friend, and I'm also used to it, and I'm also not going to fight for people who don't want me in their life. Like, that is something I would never do. The friendships in my 20s have been really difficult. I'm just so grateful, not me sitting like literally with my knees here. I'm so grateful that the people that are currently in my life really, really, really honestly mean a ton to me, and I would really, really, really like them to be a part of my life forever, for as long as they live and as long as I live. However, things happen all the time, and if people are not willing to communicate, to share how you make them feel, and give you the opportunity to rectify, to talk about things just how you would in your relationship. This is also another thing I want to talk about. People are so quick to cut off friends, but will give that bum ass nigga a million chances. They will forgive that boyfriend of theirs a million times, but they will shove you out the second they want to. And that is something that is also like, yeah, like navigating relationships in general. Like people who, in a nutshell, getting friendships for me has been really difficult. It's been heartbreaking because I've loved and I've lost, and I had to grieve these people that still walk this earth, grieve the life I thought I'd be having with these people in my life. And once you heal from it, you're okay. The fact that I'm able to speak about any of these situations where prior I would literally break down and cry is growth to me, honestly and truly speaking. And one thing I'm working on is opening myself up to new connections, to new friendships, to new people. But I'm not interested in people who come for the good, who come for the good of things, for nice times. I want someone that's willing to that would be willing to go through good and the bad when I am not at my full potential, and when I am at my full potential, when I'm going through it and when I'm not going through it, celebrating my wins and mourning my losses. And like that's just what I want. Like I always look at I always tell Renzo that I must probably just have like 10 people from my side at my wedding, because I'm also not one to entertain everybody. Not everybody is welcome within my circle, to share my energy with me, and I feel like that's also okay. Also, something that I really wanted to talk about in this video is also losing friends to death. This is why I have the tissues here. This is one that is really one thing about me. I'll cry. This is one thing that's something that's really fresh, and it's something that's I'm still dealing with. It is a friend that a colleague that became a friend, and this is just the reality of things. Like, you can make friends through all walks of life, but it must really become your people that want to see you win, people that are in your corner, people who you want to see win. And that is something that has been really difficult for me. It's almost been 4 months. Like, it's still so fresh. It's the way in which she passed that I also have to work through. So guys, I have loved and I've lost, and it's difficult. Like, I also am mourning relationships with cousins that I had, and because like people I thought would be my forever people. I mean, they are my blood, but I don't talk to a lot of very important people in my life, and I still regard them as important. But misunderstandings happen, like especially in families. Like, there's so many things that happened within my life with my very close family members that it's another story time. But it's something I really actually don't want to speak on, because it's something that I myself also don't know how to navigate through. The only way is by keeping my distance, I guess, and living my life. But I'm mourning the past few years that these people have gone blank in my life. I'm mourning the time that we could have spent together, the lives, the years that have passed, that we could have, the celebrations we could have had. I've missed birthdays, I've missed graduations, I've missed losses that these people experienced. I've missed highs and lows. I've seen it, but yeah, it's so in a nutshell, I have won and I have lost friends. I have won at navigating friendships in my 20s, and I have lost navigating. Like I've derailed and I've stayed on path and then derailed. And if there's one advice I can give anyone that's going through a friendship breakup right now, going like at a crossroad with a friend right now, not knowing like, should I end it? This is draining. Have a conversation if you are planning. If you've had conversations before and there was no change, treat friendships like you would a romantic relationship, in a nutshell. Like you would romantic relationships. Try and work through things. Try and, like how you would your partner, sit them down, talk about things that bother you. Treat all relationships in your life like you would a romantic relationship. And that is something that has helped me. But I have realized that I have an avoidant communication style. So when I feel like I've been wronged or disrespected, I go. And that's not right. And that is something I'm definitely working on. But yeah, guys, we live and we learn. There might even be a segment of never getting friendships in our 30s. Never getting friendships in our 40s. Like I just don't know if anyone has direct answers. All I can say is that yes, people have your people, but you will also find your people. Be nobody but yourself, and you'll attract what needs to come to you. Pray for God to send the right people on your path. Pray that you have supportive friends. You have friends that are not competitive, like negatively. Pray for people in your life that want the best for you, and honestly, you will thrive. I've spoken so much that I haven't even drunk this margarita. I hope that we all find our people, and I hope that we all learn to communicate better. I hope that we all work on ourselves, work on our traumas, work on whatever we need to work on daily to be better people, for ourselves, for the community. Yeah, I will take my own advice, because I know my sister is watching this being like, girl, you better take your own advice. Oh well, I have so much to still learn and work through, and the number one step for me is I want to actively start going to therapy next year and become a healthier person, emotionally. You know, you go to the doctor and you're physically healthy but emotionally froche. So yeah, there's also people, especially like also online communities, people that you meet through online communities. Like I met Shantae literally on Instagram. She DM'd me asking me if I can be a model for her back in 2018 or 2017, I'm not sure. And that's a friend at this point in time. Like I've been to her house, she's been to my house, you know. You don't have to talk to friends every day for hours. You don't. Like My friends, I will have one phone call with my friends. I will have one date with my friends. And we will talk about everything. Like, fill in each other of all the happenings. Because everyone has their own shit going on. And that's the beauty of my friendships at the moment, is that it's not calculating. It doesn't take a lot from me. If we plan something and we end up canceling, it's like, bruh, no bad blood. Because I'm so grateful for all the friends that I have in my life, the guy friends, the girls that I have. Like, they honestly, at this point, my guy friends have become so close to my boyfriend, and I'm just like Lotta. I met Lotta before El Renzo met Lotta, and Lotta and El Renzo is like this, and I'm not. Yeah, they are brothers at this point. I'm the friend. And Simon as well. Simon I met on varsity in 2017, and I always used to call them my campus friends, because it also, even they, I was very honest with them at the point in time that I'm struggling with friendships at the moment. So they are my campus friends. Like, when I go to campus, like, they're my campus friends. And now he's my brother. Like, he's going to be the uncle of my children, the non-biological uncle of my children. Like, I am just so grateful for each and everyone that's in my life at the moment. Like, I could cry, because it took so much loss to find people that are here right now, and I'm so grateful. Like, I truly am so grateful. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, guys, I think that we've come to the end of the video. I don't know how much of what I spoke about is actually going to make the final cut. However, everything that I'm leaving in this video is very relevant, it's so important. So yeah, guys, thank you very much if you've come to this. I did not have a lot of this margarita. I was yapping way too much. But if you've come to the end of this video, thank you very much for watching. I hope that this was relatable to you. If there's anything that you guys would want me to talk about, chat about, please do comment down below, or give me a DM on Instagram at marsh_Bombay. And yeah, I'll respond to you privately, or even turn your question into a sit down video like I did today. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please do share this video with someone you think this will help. Someone that is also struggling to navigate friendships in their 20s. I hope you find your people. I hope you get your people, and I pray that you are happy, and I pray that the people that you surround yourself with are truly in your corner. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Made it until the end of the video. I'm going to leave an emoji. Please do comment it down below.